If this Excel sheet is visible to you.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so how we find the errors in Pareto and how we do the Pareto analysis. Let's understand in this way.
Hmm.
So let's say there's a quality parameter, right? So
Hmm.
we say this is CQ parameter IB. So this is a CQ parameter IB means call quality parameter. We are considering from the service industry as a call quality parameter, and inbound is a process, right? These
Right.
are the different parameters that we ordered. We gauge the performance of our team, right? So in this parameter, we see that how many count has been done. There were a total 42 counts, right? In this
42
42 count,
counts in the sense 42 people have been audited or 42
42 calls were audited.
calls? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And this could be repeated also. For example, if there is Aman, so there's a possibility that there is an audit of three, four, or five audits done for the Aman only, right? So
Got it.
the
Okay.
audit is defined on a different basis that comes in a QMS process. We are discussing about that. What is the total count of audit, right? So when we
Right.
say that, yeah, so when we say the total audit count, this is the total audit count. So out of this audit, out of 42, these are the yes. That means um, the agent has done right on the call. And these are the error. No, that means the agent has made the mistake on the call, right? Clear?
Hmm.
Now, how we are saying there is a cumulative frequency and cumulative percentage. We are ignoring this because it is not the you know cumulative parameters. And how do we create the Pareto chart in that? We'll understand that. So Pareto chart is not created on yes, right? The Pareto chart is created on defects. These are what? Defects. The error and no is what? These are defects. So how we create the Pareto chart? So what we'll do, we'll take all these parameters here,
Hmm.
right? And then we have to take all the defects. And the defects we have to sort, right? I have done the sorting in descending order, right? So the sorting
Hmm.
has to be done in descending order and we call it defect. These are the defects count, right? Defects, right? Now,
Hmm.
in the defects, we have to do the total of the defects. What are the total defects here, right?
Hmm.
The
So
total
we
defects,
have to first arrange this in ascending order.
descending, highest to lowest,
Okay.
right?
Descending
So,
order. Hmm.
yeah, so we'll do the total of defects. So the total of defect is what sum. So if you want, you can take the defect of up to for the only these parameter only where we have actually defect. There is no defect, will not work on that actually, right? So it is not required to calculate, but I'm calculating all for the understanding, right? So let's say if we say acknowledgement and the professionalism like rude behavior and all, there's a zero error, there's zero defect. That means don't defect. So these parameters are
Hmm.
actually not required to work on zero defect. So we actually there's no need to calculate in Pareto. But just for
Hmm. Hmm.
understanding and to show in the process that where we stand on which parameter, what we can do, we can take the totals, right? So total defect is what? 82. What is the
Hmm.
total defect? 82, right? Now what we have to do, we have to find out the percentage of defect,
Okay. Percentage
right?
of defect, each defect
Each percentage.
versus 82.
Yeah, so 18 divided by 82,
82
right?
into 100.
Yeah, now I'll
Hmm.
block it from the dollar sign. Why I'll block it from the dollar sign? If I do not block, what will happen? It will, you know, go to the next cell and there will be error in the formula. So this is my percentage of defect, or we can say defect percentage. Percentage of
Hmm.
defect or defect percentage. We can write that in that, right? So
Okay.
this is the defect that we calculated our Pareto analysis. Now this is defect percentage, but what we have to get? We have to get the cumulative percentage. You know about what is cumulative percentage?
Cumulative, as per language, is like comprehensive. That is putting together everything.
Yeah.
Total, basically.
Okay. So how we calculate the cumulative percentage?
Um, there is there a formula? Because
So there's a formula, and the formula is what? That to identify what we do, we keep this in equal, and then we'll add in this way.
okay,
Yeah,
increasing.
in increasing. And when I'll drag it down, if at the end, if you get the 100%, that means it is correct. If you're not getting the 100%, that means it is not
There's an
correct.
error.
There's an error, right? So
Hmm.
now got it?
Okay. No, I will need the. Can you like mention the formula again?
Yeah. So how we calculate the defect percentage? So take the total of defect and divide every defect from the total of defect, right?
Hmm.
So defect percentage, what, how we calculate the defect percentage? Defect divided by total defect, right? That is defect percentage. How we calculate the cumulative percentage?
Hmm.
So cumulative percentage means the
Oh,
add the
basically it is
add the
percentage with the next one. Hmm.
add
Sorry.
defect percentage plus defect percentage. Clear? So in that case, what we do whenever we are calculating the cumulative percentage, so in the cumulative percentage, the first defect will not add from anything, right? We'll just put it same, copy paste. Like in defect percentage, in cumulative percentage also, because there is nothing to add above that, right?
Hmm.
After that, what we do? We add the second defect from the previous one. So whenever I say this plus add the second defect from the previous one, it's like the first parameter is for dull voice and fumbling, right? That's having the contribution of 22%. When I say the second is what? Defect percentage is what? Active listening, interruption and repetition, the parameter is having the problem of 17.1%, right? So while having the
Right.
17.1%, I will add the 39, this 17.1% with what? With this 22%, right?
Hmm.
Not from here, cumulative, right? So you can see now ignore these last, which does not have any defect count and defect percentage. Just ignore this for a while. Now see, these are the actual parameter which are having the defects, right? The top is
Hmm.
18 defects and the minimum is lesser is 1 defect, right? So
Right.
the total of this defect is 82, right? This is what actually you have to work on. This is not required to work. So what as I said, that just for understanding, I'm making this report here, right? So whenever you
Hmm.
are calculating the cumulative percentage, and if the cumulative percentage is giving you total 100% at the end,
Hmm.
that means your cumulative percentage report is correct.
Correct.
Now it is clear? Okay.
Yes.
Now, whenever you do this, after the calculation, you have to create the chart. Which chart? Pareto chart, right?